Hello, my name is Sara Springett, and this is my heroic imagination presentation assignment. And my presentation is on overcoming the roadblocks to becoming a hero. So, what is a hero? A hero can be literally anyone. It can be you watching this presentation, it can be me. A hero is someone who creates change for the better, who helps their environment and their peers, and creates a positive influence for everyone. A hero can be simple acts of kindness, making people smile, showing respect, or it can be larger um, actions like advocating for minorities. Some characteristics of heroes: independence, being selfless, confident, open minded, positive, respectful, generous. All of these characteristics that contribute to just becoming a better person also contribute to becoming a hero and are displayed in heroes and people who do heroic actions. So, my presentation today, I'm focusing on the challenges and roadblocks to becoming a hero. And I have three challenges that I'm going to touch on today. Obviously, there's many more challenges, but in my opinion, these are the three biggest ones. So, challenge number one, the way of thinking. So, right now in psychology, we are learning how we think about our own and others' behaviors, specifically about attributions and whatnot. And making attributions is the first step to then deciding whether or not to take action when it comes to helping people. And all of these concepts kind of inhibit that. So, the first one that I have here is the just world hypothesis. That's the assumption that people get what they deserve, that if something happens to a person, oh, that's because they deserve it, or that's just how the world is. Um, but how do you advocate for change when you think this way? And how do you advocate for others when you're stuck in a predisposition? A way to kind of revert out of that is recognizing situational factors, recognizing um, other outside influences, the systems that we've built, or the situation that that person is in, and recognizing those additional factors, and then just being open to different perspectives. And being open allows you to receive all the information needed to analyze a situation. Another concept is the fundamental attribution error. That's a tendency to overestimate dispositional influences and underestimate situational influences on people's behavior. In order to again, revert out of this way of thinking, taking a step back and analyzing the situation as a whole, making sure to weigh both influences evenly, and not leaning towards the dispositional influences, factoring in outside influences, and then putting yourself in the other person's shoes. Because according to actor observer bias, we have the tendency to, attribute behaviors or situational influences on us. So putting yourself in another person's shoes allows you to do that easier. And again, not weigh those dispositional influences. And then we have the primacy effect. It's that first impressions just leave a bigger mark on us. And are more heavily weighted than later info about a person. Again, avoiding creating those predispositions of people will help you to be more open to um, take those heroic actions and just giving people second chances. Challenge number two, acting. In order to display heroism, you have to act upon the heroic acts. Obviously, actions speak louder than words. Some things that you should avoid is the bystander effect. The idea that, oh, if more people are around, we won't take action. And then social loafing, exerting less effort because there's a bigger group of people. Avoiding these ideas and these ways of acting will help you be a hero. So being the first to make action, to take action, being independent, back to those characteristics, being independent in your actions and your opinions will allow you to be that hero for others. And assuming that only you can make the change, assuming that, oh, all these people around me, they're not going to do anything. Let me be the first to do something. So, really taking that initiative is going to help you be the hero in any situation. And then challenge number three is mindset. Heroism is a mindset. Um, you have to believe in being, and having that belief will take you such a long way. I think in present day society, heroes, are described to look a certain way or be a certain way, when in reality, again, anyone can be a hero. Ways to improve this mindset is developing self-confidence in yourself, looking at situations in a positive light, being open-minded, and recognizing that, oh, I can make this change, being positive about it. um Displaying a growth mindset, knowing that, these issues that you're trying to solve, or these actions that you're trying to make, all problems cannot be solved right away. So recognizing that and being okay with that. Um, Accepting that life is difficult, but focusing on the improvement of things. Yes, life is difficult. Yes, things will knock you down, but focusing on the fact that, oh, I can improve, and oh, I can make change even in these tough times, will only help strengthen that mindset. And then, just like Zimbardo said in his TED Talk, focus on being more future oriented. We focus on the present. We start to weigh in other people's opinions on us, and start to focus on what other people are doing. But if we think about the future and how our actions can affect others in a later time period, then we can, be more likely to take those actions and be the first, just like in our previous slide. Conclusion: if change wants to be made in society, everyone should strive to be heroes. Heroic acts don't need to look big. They're allowed to be simple, they're allowed to be small, they're allowed to be something um, that is easy and accessible to you. Don't wait for change. Be the change yourself. And then again, anyone can be a hero if you put in the time, put in the effort to implement that into your lifestyle, and implement these ways to overcome all of these challenges. And I wanted to leave off with a quote from Martin Luther King Jr. that I think describes heroism very well. The ultimate measure of man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. Thank you. That is it. And here is my works cited.